3-speed fan control allows adjustment of a fan speed using 3 settings: low, medium, and high. The control typically includes a power input, resistors, a switch, and the fan itself. Firstly, the power input receives electrical power from the power source, usually a wall outlet. Secondly, there are 3 resistors of different resistance values connected in parallel. Each resistor corresponds to a different fan speed setting. Thirdly, a 3-position switch, labeled low, medium, and high, selects the desired resistance path, connecting the fan to the corresponding resistor. The fan itself is connected to the switch output, and its speed is determined by the resistance encountered through the selected resistor. When the switch is in the low position, the fan connects to the highest value resistor. This provides the highest resistance, resulting in the lowest fan speed. When the switch is in the medium position, the fan connects to the middle value resistor. This provides a medium resistance, resulting in a medium fan speed. When this switch is in the high position, the fan connects to the lowest value resistor. This provides the lowest resistance, resulting in the highest fan speed. To understand the basics of your fan control, firstly identify the power input by locating the power cord and the terminal block or connector where it connects to the fan control. Secondly, find the 3 resistors connected in parallel. These may be labeled with their resistance values. Thirdly, trace the switch, which will have 3 terminals, and trace the wires from each terminal to the resistors. The terminal connecting to the highest value resistor corresponds to the low speed setting, the middle value resistor to the medium speed setting, and the lowest value resistor to the high speed setting. Understanding the basics of a 3-speed fan control can help troubleshoot and repair electrical issues related to your fan. Let's elaborate on each of these components and operational aspects to gain a deeper understanding of how a 3-speed fan control works. The power input stage is where the electrical energy enters the fan control circuit. Typically, this is a standard 120 volts alternating current power from a wall outlet in North America. The power cord carries this electrical energy to a terminal block or connector within the fan control housing. It is crucial to ensure that all connections are secure and properly insulated to prevent electrical hazards. A loose connection can cause arcing, overheating, and potentially a fire. The resistors are the key components that regulate the fan speed. These are connected in parallel, which means that each resistor provides a separate path for the current to flow. The resistance value of each resistor determines how much current will flow through that path. The higher the resistance, the lower the current, and therefore, the slower the fan speed. Resistors are typically labeled with their resistance values using a color code or numerical markings. These markings indicate the resistance in ohms, as well as the tolerance of the resistor. The tolerance indicates the acceptable variation in the resistance value. For example, a resistor labeled as 1000 ohms with a 5% tolerance will have a resistance between 950 ohms and 1050 ohms. The switch is a multi-position switch that allows you to select which resistor to connect to the fan. This switch typically has 3 positions corresponding to low, medium, and high speed. When the switch is in a specific position, it creates a closed circuit between the power source, the selected resistor, and the fan motor. The switch must be rated for the voltage and current that the fan motor draws. Using a switch with an insufficient rating can lead to switch failure and potentially create a fire hazard. Now let's delve into the operation of the fan control at each speed setting. At the low speed setting, the switch connects the fan motor to the highest value resistor. This resistor provides the greatest opposition to the flow of current, resulting in the lowest amount of current flowing through the fan motor. As a result, the fan spins at its lowest speed. The higher resistance reduces the voltage applied to the fan motor, which directly affects its speed. The formula volts equals current times resistance, or volts equals amps times ohms, illustrates this relationship. If the resistance is high and the voltage is constant, then the current must be low. At the medium speed setting, the switch connects the fan motor to the middle value resistor. This resistor provides an intermediate level of opposition to the flow of current, resulting in a moderate amount of current flowing through the fan motor. As a result, the fan spins at a medium speed. The resistance value is lower than that of the low speed setting but higher than that of the high speed setting, allowing for a balanced speed. At the high speed setting, the switch connects the fan motor to the lowest value resistor. This resistor provides the least opposition to the flow of current, resulting in the highest amount of current flowing through the fan motor. As a result, the fan spins at its highest speed. With minimal resistance, the voltage applied to the fan motor is at its maximum, allowing the motor to operate at its full potential. To effectively troubleshoot and repair 3-speed fan control, it is essential to follow a systematic approach. Firstly, always disconnect the fan from the power source before attempting any repairs. This will prevent electrical shock. Secondly, visually inspect the fan control components for any signs of damage, such as burnt resistors, loose wires, or a broken switch. Thirdly, use a multimeter to test the resistance values of the resistors. Ensure that the measured values match the labeled values. If a resistor is burnt or its value is significantly different from the labeled value, it needs to be replaced. Fourthly, check the continuity of the switch using a multimeter. The switch should have continuity in each position, connecting the appropriate resistor to the fan motor. If the switch is not functioning correctly, it needs to be replaced. Fifthly, examine the wiring connections to ensure that they are secure and properly insulated. Loose or corroded connections can cause intermittent operation or complete failure of the fan control. Sixthly, if the fan motor is not running, even when the fan control is functioning correctly, the motor itself may be faulty. Use a multimeter to test the motor windings for continuity. If there is no continuity, the motor needs to be replaced. Seventhly, when replacing components, always use parts with the same specifications as the original parts. Using parts with different specifications can damage the fan control or the fan motor. It is important to understand the role of each component in a 3-speed fan control system. Resistors control the amount of current flowing to the fan motor, which directly affects the speed of the fan. The switch allows you to select the appropriate resistor for the desired speed. The power input provides the necessary electrical energy to operate the fan control and the fan motor. The fan motor converts electrical energy into mechanical energy, causing the fan blades to rotate and circulate air. By understanding these fundamental principles, you can effectively troubleshoot and repair a 3-speed fan control and ensure that your fan operates safely and efficiently. It's also important to be aware of the electrical safety standards and regulations in your area. Always follow the National Electrical Code, or NEC, and any local codes when working with electrical systems. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to consult a qualified electrician. Additionally, ensure that you use the correct tools for the job. Using the wrong tools can damage the components or cause injury. For example, use insulated screwdrivers and pliers when working with electrical connections. Also, use a multimeter to accurately measure voltage, current, and resistance. Finally, remember to test your work after making any repairs. Use a multimeter to ensure that the fan control is functioning correctly and that there are no shorts or open circuits. Turn on the fan and verify that it operates at all 3 speeds. By following these steps and guidelines, you can effectively understand, troubleshoot, and repair a 3-speed fan control system. The principles discussed here also apply to other types of fan controls, such as those found in ceiling fans and other appliances. The key is to understand the role of each component and how they work together to regulate the fan speed. Furthermore, let's consider some common issues and troubleshooting tips for 3-speed fan controls. Firstly, if the fan is not working at all, check the power supply. Ensure that the fan is plugged into a working outlet and that the circuit breaker has not tripped. Use a multimeter to verify that there is voltage at the power input terminal of the fan control. Secondly, if the fan is only working at 1 speed, the switch may be faulty. Use a multimeter to check the continuity of the switch in each position. If there is no continuity in one or more positions, the switch needs to be replaced. Thirdly, if the fan is running slower than usual at all speeds, the resistors may be damaged or have drifted out of their specified tolerance range. Use a multimeter to measure the resistance of each resistor. If the measured values are significantly different from the labeled values, the resistors need to be replaced. Fourthly, if the fan is making unusual noises, such as humming or buzzing, the motor may be failing. Check the motor bearings for wear or damage. Lubricate the bearings if necessary. If the noise persists, the motor may need to be replaced. Fifthly, if the fan control is overheating, there may be a short circuit or excessive current draw. Disconnect the fan from the power source and inspect the wiring for any signs of damage. Use a multimeter to check for shorts between the wires. If a short circuit is found, repair the wiring or replace the fan control. Also, ensure that the fan motor is not drawing excessive current. If it is, the motor may be faulty and need to be replaced. Sixthly, if the fan control is emitting a burning smell, immediately disconnect the fan from the power source and inspect the components for signs of burning or melting. A burning smell indicates a serious problem, such as a short circuit or overheating component. Replace any damaged components and thoroughly inspect the wiring before reconnecting the fan to the power source. In summary, understanding the basics of a 3-speed fan control involves knowing the function of each component, how they interact, and how to troubleshoot common issues. The power input provides electrical energy. The resistors regulate the fan speed, the switch selects the desired speed, and the fan motor converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. By following a systematic approach and using the appropriate tools and techniques, you can effectively repair and maintain a 3-speed fan control and ensure that your fan operates safely and efficiently. Additionally, always prioritize safety when working with electricity. Disconnect the power before making any repairs, use insulated tools, and follow all applicable electrical codes and regulations. If you are unsure about any aspect of the repair, consult a qualified electrician. Let's consider how these principles might apply in specific scenarios. Imagine a situation where your 3-speed fan suddenly stops working. Firstly, check the obvious things such as the power cord and the outlet. Ensure that the fan is plugged in securely and that the outlet is working by plugging in another device. Secondly, if the power is okay, then examine the fan control itself. Look for any visible signs of damage, such as burnt components or loose wires. Thirdly, use a multimeter to test the voltage at the power input terminal of the fan control. If there is no voltage, then the problem may be with the power cord or the outlet. Fourthly, if there is voltage at the power input terminal, then the problem is likely within the fan control itself. Use a multimeter to check the continuity of the switch in each position. If there is no continuity, then the switch is faulty and needs to be replaced. Fifthly, if the switch is working, then check the resistors. Use a multimeter to measure the resistance of each resistor. If the resistance is significantly different from the labeled value, then the resistor is faulty and needs to be replaced. Sixthly, if the switch and resistors are working, then the problem may be with the fan motor. Check the motor windings for continuity. If there is no continuity, then the motor is faulty and needs to be replaced. In another scenario, imagine that your 3-speed fan is only working on the high-speed setting. Firstly, check the switch. Use a multimeter to test the continuity of the switch in each position. If the switch is only making contact in the high-speed position, then the switch is faulty and needs to be replaced. Secondly, if the switch is working, then check the resistors. Use a multimeter to measure the resistance of each resistor. If the resistor for the low speed or medium speed setting is open, then that resistor is faulty and needs to be replaced. Thirdly, if the switch and resistors are working, then the problem may be with the wiring. Check the wiring connections for any loose or corroded connections. Repair or replace any damaged wiring. These scenarios illustrate the importance of understanding the function of each component and how to use a multimeter to troubleshoot common problems. With a little knowledge and the right tools, you can effectively repair and maintain a 3-speed fan control and keep your fan running smoothly. Let's delve further into the electrical characteristics of the components involved. The resistors used in a 3-speed fan control are typically wire wound or film resistors. Wire wound resistors are made by winding a length of resistance wire around a ceramic or fiberglass core. Film resistors are made by depositing a thin film of resistive material onto a ceramic substrate. The resistance value of the resistor is determined by the length, diameter, and resistivity of the resistive material. The power rating of the resistor is determined by its physical size and ability to dissipate heat. The switch used in a 3-speed fan control is typically a rotary switch or a slide switch. Rotary switches have multiple contacts arranged in a circle, and a rotating arm selects the desired contact. Slide switches have a sliding contact that moves along a row of contacts. The switch must be rated for the voltage and current that the fan motor draws. The fan motor is typically an alternating current induction motor. Induction motors consist of a stator and a rotor. The stator is the stationary part of the motor and contains the windings that create a rotating magnetic field. The rotor is the rotating part of the motor and is connected to the fan blades. The rotating magnetic field induces a current in the rotor, which creates a torque that causes the rotor to spin. The speed of the motor is determined by the frequency of the alternating current power supply and the number of poles in the stator windings. Understanding these electrical characteristics can help you select the appropriate components for a 3-speed fan control and troubleshoot electrical problems more effectively. For example, if you are replacing a resistor, it is important to choose a resistor with the same resistance value, tolerance, and power rating as the original resistor. If you are replacing a switch, it is important to choose a switch that is rated for the voltage and current that the fan motor draws. Let's explore some advanced troubleshooting techniques for 3-speed fan controls. One advanced technique is to use an oscilloscope to analyze the voltage and current waveforms in the fan control circuit. An oscilloscope can display the voltage and current as a function of time, allowing you to identify any abnormalities or distortions in the waveforms. For example, if there is a short circuit in the circuit, the oscilloscope will show a sudden increase in current and a corresponding decrease in voltage. Another advanced technique is to use a thermal camera to identify any hotspots in the fan control circuit. A thermal camera can detect infrared radiation emitted by the components, allowing you to visualize the temperature distribution in the circuit. Hotspots indicate areas of excessive heat, which may be caused by faulty components or poor connections. These advanced techniques require specialized equipment and training, but they can be very useful for diagnosing complex problems in 3-speed fan controls. In conclusion, mastering the basics of a 3-speed fan control involves understanding the function of each component, how they interact, how to troubleshoot common issues, and the electrical characteristics of the components. By following a systematic approach, using the appropriate tools and techniques, and prioritizing safety, you can effectively repair and maintain a 3-speed fan control and ensure that your fan operates safely and efficiently. Remember to always consult a qualified electrician if you are unsure about any aspect of the repair.